The idea behind the Hyde Amendment was simple. While abortion may have become legal in the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision, that didn't necessarily mean taxpayers should foot the bill, says Tennessee Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn.
What the Hyde Amendment does is to prohibit taxpayer dollars from being used to pay for abortions. And, you know, it is the 40th anniversary. This is something that Congressman Hyde first did in the 70s, and then in 97 he updated it. Earlier the exceptions for rape and incest were added, but then he updated it to include that the states cannot use those taxpayer funds.
This may mean that the American people and Congress have come to a consensus about taxpayer funding of abortion, says Blackburn.
But through all of this discussion, there has been that decision that the Hyde Amendment should stand. And I think it speaks well of Congress that it has stood the test of time.
And stand it has, saving some 2 million lives since its passage on September 30th, 1976, says Dustin Siggins, who writes about pro-life issues for the blog The Stream.
Dr. Michael New, a professor at Ave Maria University and a fellow at the Charlotte Lozer Institute, has come out with a study next week concluding that 2 million unborn babies were kept alive by the Hyde Amendment's unwillingness, if you will, to fund a federal abortion, most federal abortions. So 2 million lives were saved by the Hyde Amendment.
The Hyde Amendment may have saved lives in the past, but Siggins says that could change.
Over the last 40 years, this has been a bipartisan compromise annual rider to budget bills, specifically Medicaid funding. Recently, the Democrats have decided that they want to change policy on this. Democratic White House nominee Hillary Clinton has decided that she wants to pull the Hyde Amendment entirely and force taxpayers to fund abortions until the day of birth.
So although the Hyde Amendment has withstood the vicissitudes of political discourse for 40 years, it just may be that with the election of Democrat Hillary Clinton, the Hyde Amendment's future could come into question. John Hines, One America News, Washington.